Governor Sheriff once said, a modern Delta is not a dream, it is a vision we are actively bringing to life. When you hear of Governor Sheriff's trip to Brazil, to China, it is a testament of Governor Sheriff's commitment to bringing world-class standard infrastructural development to Delta State.
For the first time in the history of Delta State, I am seeing flyover constructions, this massive and in these numbers, being constructed at the central.
Hundreds of billions have been approved this year for flyover constructions, both in rural, river, and urban.
And as we are here talking, I believe plans are already in progress to beginning the projects that are already approved.
Even as we are here talking now, the Ogeli flyover construction is already beginning.
Governor Sheriff, they deliver for all areas. Talk about sports, urban education. What about health? Now human empowerment, too many to mention. Governor Sheriff don't talk and say 2026 budget, he go prioritize capital projects, social welfare and infrastructure expansion. Governor Sheriff, governor will put the people before himself. Remata.
I have told people that will do more.
Governor Sheriff, governing with excellence. Brought to you by Delta State Ministry of Information.
Welcome back, and in case you're just joining us, it's Tuesday's edition of the program, Morning Ride, and we're gradually getting to the termination point of the program this morning, and I'm being joined by a chieftain of the ADC, the African Democratic Congress, Honorable Kenneth Bangi. It's the head of the diaspora of that party. And so I'd like to welcome you, Honorable Kenneth Bangi.
Thank you very much. Honorable Kenneth Bandi is the name.
Bandi.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I would like to welcome you. It's been a protracted period. I know it's not been easy tracking you because it's just at the verge, there's a meeting, and you're off again, and we'll plan again, another meeting and all of that. And at this time around, I think I just was patient enough to actually get you to our studios this morning. And so we'd like to say we're honored to have you. You are a major chieftain as far as the Africa Democratic Congress is concerned. And for me, it's on the opposition. Because one, they are not for now, not the ruling party. And so for a major opposition, I think the ADC is just there, so to speak. So quickly, we'll just take the first shot at are the opposition parties in Nigeria truly ideological, or they are just there for election reforms? Let's start with that today.
Well, I will say that I can only speak for the African Democratic Congress, the ADC, and then I will say we're ideological, and I can give you a couple of examples. Before now, I was the deputy national chairman, diaspora engagement. I still remain the chair of the ADC diaspora group, and I just finished the unveiling of the coalition in Delta State, where I had the privilege to chair the committee. And so I can say a little bit more about the party in terms of ideology. I will just give quick 3 examples. ADC is the only political party in Nigeria that has a diaspora arm enshrined in its constitution. No other political party has done that. The ADC is the only political party in Nigeria where they reserve the 35% for the female folks as the women, and 35% for youth, and also 5% for the people with disability. There's no other political party that has done that. Not that we have only done that, we have implemented that. In the last election, the 2023 election, if you are a youth and under 40, if you are a female, a woman folk in our party, you don't pay a single cent for the nomination form, compared to other political parties that are charging millions of naira for that. So, I mean, these quick examples will show you that ADC is not just a party, or not just an opposition party, but a party with ideology. I mean, these are a few examples I've actually shown to you. Will convince you that yes, we are not just a party without ideology.
Okay, there's no saying the fact that the opposition party also acts as a watchdog, because any society that does not have it, it's not moving forward. So quickly, what is the constitutional role now of opposition parties in Nigeria's democracy?
Well, I mean, you've already defined it. The opposition party, like on the side of all Nigerians, are supposed to hold the ruling party accountable for their actions or in their inactions. And so, sorry. So, going from that perspective, we should be able to, to keep the ruling party on their toes, and not for the sake of criticism, but to make sure that every single good ideas which they have promised to the citizenry, are implemented to the letter. Unfortunately, we know that if you go on the street and ask every Nigerian if they are happy with the current APC administration, and they will tell you negative in the negative side. And so that is why we are shouting, not because we want to shout, that all the good things that they promised this country, the youths, the employment, the infrastructures, coming in to have light within 24 hours, that the fuel will be affordable. These are all the things they promised us, and these are the things they are not implementing. So as the opposition, we have the moral role, to call them out on these promises, on these failed promises, and to also to keep them on their toes and make them, implement these promises that they've made to the nation.
Okay, so quickly, moving forward by extension of Rider to that remarks, what factors do you think weaken the ability of opposition parties to function in Nigeria?
Well, I think the successive governments, I must say, but actually worsened under this government, has weaponized the poverty. They've weaponized poverty in the sense that people are in politics for what they want to get for their pocket and not what they want to to have for the people. Why do I say that? If you look at the current trend going across the country, where the ruling party have either financial or the political inducement to ask opposition parties from other political parties to decamp to their party. And so when you do that, you weaken the ability of the opposition to carry out an effective, robust opposition. So I think most of the factors that militate against a strong opposition is the interference of the ruling party on the opposition party. If you look at, apart from the ADC, practically all the political parties in Nigeria now are having issues. From Labour Party, we'll have two fractions. From PDP, we'll have the weaker fractions and we'll have the other fractions. And then the other opposition parties are basically non-existent because either they have disappeared, they have muzzled them out, or they have assimilated them into the ruling party. And so the interference of the ruling party, the weaponization of poverty in Nigeria has all led to the weakening of the opposition in Nigeria.
Okay, so how do many opposition parties now experience frequent defections of key members? Because you can wake up today in a particular party and by evening you've moved. Can you speak to that quickly? Yeah,
like I said, the interference of the ruling party, the politicians that, like you rightly said in the first few opening statements, not all politicians, some few politicians that are actually there to serve their pocket and their stomach and not for the people. And so when they have no ideology, when they have no the love of the people in mind to go into politics, everything goes. And so any little inducement from the political party, be it political or financially, they are already ready to jump the ship. And so I think we need men with guts, we need women with guts, people with integrity, who will come in and say that they stand for the masses, for the people of Nigeria. And then once we have such credible people, they will be able to resist this overreach by the current ruling party.
Okay, Nigerians probably fall within a pedestal of undecided voters. So what strategies can opposition parties adopt to win them over?
Well, the good thing is the opposition party in terms of ADC do not actually need much persuasion. The question we asked, if people in Nigeria today, if the masses are currently better than they were 10, 15 years ago, then we don't need so much to be labeled at. The current situation of the country, we have not experienced this unprecedented level of economic hardship. The prices of electricity is up, fuel scarcity, fuel prices are high. Houses are very unreachable, and the level of poverty. I mean, it's on statistics that Nigeria is becoming the capital, the global capital of poverty in terms of poverty index. And so when you look at those things, the question is, do we want to continue on this trajectory, or do we want to change it? And if you ask me, a majority of Nigerians, they want to change the situation, and that's where the credible opposition party, ADC, comes as an alternative political party, where we want to join the masses and to make sure that we do the right thing.
Okay, just before I let you go, we've seen most of the chieftains of ADC are or were members of the ruling party, al Benicio. So what are they bringing to the table differently from where they were coming from?
I think based on the current situation in the country, as I've actually mentioned, there's a time for reflection.
Okay.
To say the country has never witnessed such an unprecedented economic hardship. The country has not experienced a time where the ruling party is trying to create a one-party system. So when you look at that, you see that the chieftains, the political elites, and also the political enlightened Nigerians who might have played a different role in the past, has really sat down and done some good reflection to say that honestly we can't continue in this trajectory, and there's something that must be done. And so we are coming in with a new mindset. They are coming in with a different mindset that that taxes them and Nigeria to really put the country first, above their political interest, and begin to work out a coalition of individuals, a coalition of political parties, a political of great minds, whose one single aim is to rescue this country from the economic hardship and the political instability we're experiencing in Nigeria today.
All right, I'd like to thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Honorable Kenneth Bangi.
Thank you. Bandy. Yes.
For coming up and bringing us up to speed.
Thank you so much.
We do hope that we'll invite you again, over and over again.
With our
and
pleasure.
wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
In your enterprise.
It's nice having me on your program.
So that's it. We'll take a break now. And when we'll come back, we'll be looking at our last spot for today on Morning Ride. Don't go away. We'll be right back.